Hey, passionate Commanders fan. It's time to stay up to date with everything about our team. If you're one of those people who never misses a single play and wants every detail of the season, subscribe to our channel and activate the bell. That way you won't miss anything. Oh, and leave a like to strengthen our Commanders community. Now, hold back your excitement because today's updates are going to be spine-chilling. CJ Stroud praises Jayden Daniels and reveals he's rooting for the Commanders in the playoffs. CJ Stroud has changed the course of the Houston Texans since arriving in the NFL. Although the 2024 season was not as successful as his rookie year in the league, the young quarterback led the team to the postseason once again. Winner of the Offensive Rookie of the Year award in 2023, the player did not spare praise for Jayden Daniels, quarterback of the Washington Commanders, this Monday, 20. In my opinion, Daniels had the best season a rookie has ever had in the NFL, Stroud said, according to Jordan Schultz of Fox Sports. Despite the great year he had in his debut in the league, Stroud admitted that the season Daniels is having in his first year with the Commanders draws a lot of attention. I'm very happy and proud of him. I don't usually root for players from other teams, but I root for him. If I had to pick a team in these playoffs, I'd pick the Commanders, Stroud revealed. Stroud's numbers. Stroud surprised everyone last year and set numerous records for a rookie. The Houston quarterback was the first rookie in the league to pass for 470 yards in a single game. Stroud also joined Tom Brady and Joe Montana as the only players to lead the NFL in yards thrown per game, averaging 273 yards and the touchdown-to-interception ratio, with 4.6 touchdowns for every interception. Stroud not only won the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, but also led the Texans to the divisional round of the 2023 postseason. The Texans' quarterback's praise for his Commanders' teammate is justified. With Daniels at the helm, Washington returns to the NFC Championship after 33 years. The team has not competed for a spot in the Super Bowl since 1991. Jayden Daniels changing the face of the Commanders. Like Stroud, Daniels has transformed the franchise. Washington had one of its worst campaigns last year, finishing with a record of 4 wins and 13 losses. In his rookie year, Daniels averaged 69% passing accuracy, through 3,568 yards and 25 touchdowns. The quarterback also scored 6 more rushing touchdowns and 891 yards on the ground, a record for a rookie quarterback. The playoff scenario doesn't seem to intimidate the young quarterback either. Daniels has 4 touchdowns and no interceptions this postseason and nearly 70% passing accuracy in wins over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. He's playing great, not just for himself, but the joy he gives to the people around him is something no one can imagine. He gives hope to kids that they too can achieve success, Stroud said. Daniels could return the franchise from the American capital to the Super Bowl after 33 years. To do so, he will have to win once again away from home in this postseason, in a duel against the Philadelphia Eagles next Sunday. If he wins the National Conference title, the quarterback will be the first rookie in NFL history to lead a team to the Super Bowl. Commanders named eligible for trade for phenomenal wide receiver. Adding more weapons around instant star quarterback Jayden Daniels will ensure this special season isn't a one-off for the Washington Commanders, so it makes sense to explore a trade for Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens this offseason. Getting Pickens for a second-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft is one scenario outlined by Tyler Brook of the 33rd team. Brook called Pickens a phenomenal deep threat, which would make him a perfect fit with rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels, who excels at throwing the deep ball. A wideout duo of Pickens and Terry McLaurin could be an electric coup for offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who could find ways to generate some exciting plays. Trading Pickens for premium draft capital could be appealing to the Steelers because of the player's on-field antics and off-field commentary. These issues mean that Pickens likely wants out of Pittsburgh, and while it may take a second-round pick to do so, the Commanders are in a position to continue competing for Super Bowls for the foreseeable future. So taking a chance on a compelling player is a worthwhile investment. This is a trade worth exploring because Pickens would be the outside-of-the-numbers burner that offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury needs to expand his scheme. Putting more on Daniels' plate in year 2 will ensure that his development isn't stunted as defenses catch up to the signal caller's skills after a spectacular rookie campaign. The best way to do that is to add concepts to the playbook that only a natural big play threat like Pickens can execute. Trading for George Pickens would give the Commanders an elite big play threat. Acquiring Pickens would add an elite vertical pass catcher to Daniels' supporting cast. The 23-year-old trails only 8-time Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill in catches of 30-plus passing yards in a single season, according to the 33rd team. Daniels has the arm talent to release Pickens deep every week. Having a go-to-burner to target would refine Daniels' game as a passer after a rookie season spent mostly making quick, short throws. Kingsbury's concepts have Daniels averaging just 3.7 completed passing yards per attempt, according to Pro Football Reference. Those plays have worked brilliantly because they've allowed Daniels to make easy reads and let his receivers rack up yards after the catch. The latter is an area where Pickens thrives, too, like this catch and run against the Commanders in Week 10, highlighted by Yahoo Sports' Nate Tice. Washington making a deal for Pickens would be more about his 11.6 yards before the catch per reception average. It's a number that's worth ignoring some of the more negative aspects of Pickens' game. Managers may risk deal for disgruntled wide receiver. Pickens hasn't been shy about expressing his unhappiness with the Steelers' offense. He was blunt when asked about the Steelers' prospects for improvement after their loss to the Baltimore Ravens in the wild card playoffs. "Yeah, I've seen signs of growth for sure. From the past, first year I've been here, just a lot more growth for sure." When asked if he's optimistic about the future, Pickens simply said, "Oh no." It wasn't the most encouraging answer about the future of a player in the final year of his rookie contract. The 52nd overall draft pick in 2022 has often been a volatile figure on the field. Pickens has had trouble drawing penalty flags, like when he incurred an unnecessary taunting penalty against the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 13, one of 2 violations that earned him another fine, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. The wideout also arrived 35 minutes past the time that frustrated coach Mike Tomlin had demanded for the Week 17 game against the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day, according to The Athletic's Mike DeFabua. Adding Pickens to the mix would jeopardize the strong sense of team spirit built on veteran professionalism and accountability that the Commanders fostered under first-year coach Dan Quinn. Ultimately, Quinn and the Commanders prevailed because of Daniels, whose talents convinced Pickens to change his ways for the better.